Good morning, K3. How are you all doing today? It is a wonderful Wednesday. So glad to have you here with me on our YouTube lesson today. Let's get started right now with a little good morning song.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Santiago and Sylvia and Sophia.
Are you ready for a brand new
Samaja,
day?
Katie, and Tyson, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
How are you?
It's so nice to have you here with me today.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Just fine.
Howdy, how do you do? Hello, good day. Tyson, Alan, Elias, good
Now
morning.
that we're together, learning so much fun. The more of us, the better. So come on, everyone.
Jalen, good morning. Benjamin, good morning. Akila, good morning. Kenneth, good morning. What's going on, Walter and Natalie?
How do you do? Hello, good day.
Noah, good morning. Marvin, good morning. What's up, Timothy? Lily, good morning. Giovanni, good morning. Chloe, good morning. Jules, good morning. Seven and Haiti, good morning. Miss Ricks, good morning. I hope you're enjoying this.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
How are you?
It's so nice to have you here with me today. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Just fine.
Howdy, how do you do? Hello, good day. Now that we're together, learning so much fun. The more of us, the better. So come on, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Just fine.
Howdy, how do you do? Hello, good day. Howdy, how do you do? Hello, good day.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, everybody, welcome back. It is our third day this week. We are getting into the swing of things. Let's get right to it with my new favorite letter song. There we go. I want to see you getting up for this. Don't sit down, get up and dance.
Every day, tell me what
Sound
sound
the
letters
letters
make.
make.
Alligator, alligator, Bumblebee, break it down, Mr. B. Cat, dancing, dance. Flapping flamingo.
Good.
Gorilla. That's an hopping horse. That's an I. Yeah. That's a J. Jumping jellyfish. That's a K. Kick back, kangaroo. That's an L. Leaping lion, leap down low. That's an L. Moving, loose. That's an N. Numbers all around. Oh, that's an O. Octopus, C, that's a P. Patting, free penguin. Q, that's a Q. Quacky quail, get down to R, that's an R. Rockstar, roll. S, that's an S. Sliding squirrel. T, that's a T. Tapping turtle, tapping T. U, that's a U. Under the umbrella with you. V, that's a V. Vulture, get down to W, that's a W. Watch the letters get down. X, that's an X. X-ray, Y, that's a Y. You, yoga too. C, that's a C. Zero, no more letters to go, yeah. Every day, tell me what sound the letters make. Do your best every day. Tell me what sound the letters make. Tell me what sound the letters make. Tell me what sound the letters make. The letters make. The letters make. A, B, C, T, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time won't you sing with me? A, E, I, O, U. Sometimes Y is a vowel too. A, E, I, O, U. Yes, I know my letters too. Hey, watch the letters get down. Watch the letters get down. Hey, all right. Hey, 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 hey. Watch me now.
Solid, solid, solid. All right, you got to know your letter sounds, everybody. I hope you're practicing them all the time. Moving on. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. Almost forgot something. That's better. Now I'm ready. So, special letters, special letters, special letters. Let's see. Natalie. Natalie, I want you to tell me about some special letters. What are those special letters called, Natalie? Yes, the vowels. Very good, Natalie. And why? Why, Katie? And why are the vowels so important? Yes, Katie, and very good. Give me another reason. Let's go with Chloe. Chloe, why else are the vowels important? Awesome. All right, vowels are important. Every vowel has two sounds, okay? A long sound when they say their name and a short sound. Those are the short sounds. Long sounds, vowels say their name. Also, every word you ever read is gonna have a vowel. So you need to know your vowels, all right? Let's move it on to this. Let's do a little vowel song action. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. There we go. Now you can sit down and relax. We had some dancing, now we're gonna chill a little bit. Let me hear you singing.
A-E-I-O-U. And on his farm he had an A. A-E-I-O-U. With an A here and an there. Here an A, there an everywhere an A. Old MacDonald had a farm. A-E-I-O-U. And on his farm he had an E. A-E-I-O-U. With an E here and an there. Here an E, there an everywhere an E. Old MacDonald had some vowels. A-E-I-O-U. And on his farm he had an I. A-E-I-O-U. With an I here and an I there. Here an I, there an I, everywhere an I. Old MacDonald had some vowels. A-E-I-O-U. And on his farm he had an O. A-E-I-O-U. Old MacDonald had some vowels. A-E-I-O-U. And on his farm he had a ewe. A-E-I-O-U. With a U here and an there. Here a U, there an everywhere a U. Old MacDonald had some vowels. A-E-I-O-U.
Awesome. Love that. Okay, K3. What we're going to move on now to is we're going to move on to our nursery rhyme this week. This week we're reading Little Jack Horner. So let me get a minute. I'll be right back. I'm going to find that for us. Wonderful, K3. So here's the deal. What we're going to do is I'm going to give you some time to look at this and see any popcorn words that you can find. Why don't you just shout them out, point to your screen, say, I know that one, I know that one, I know that one, all right? I'm going to go by. We're going to read it one more time. We'll read it together, and then I'm going to highlight the popcorn words that I hear you guys saying, okay? Here we go. So check this out. We are right here. Let me see. Everybody take a look. Take a look. Remember, this is Little Jack Horner. See how much of it you can remember. We've been reading this a couple days now. Okay, find a popcorn word. Find one. Where can we find them? And I think I'm going to change. Yeah, I'm going to change the popcorn words to blue today. So, all right, everybody got one? All right, let me hear it. Okay, good. Stop. Quiet now. Quiet now. Yes, I definitely heard that. Here's the word the. Let's change the to blue. All right. One more. Yes. Yeah, that was easy. There's a. Okay. Yeah, we do have and here. And is a popcorn word. Actually, and is here and here. And is here and here. And is in here twice. Oh, of course. I. That's one of the first ones we learned, didn't it? There's another A. Oh, there were two A's. I didn't notice that. Good. What about this? Yes. In. In is a popcorn word. All right, but how many of you found both ins? Okay. Who's found the word said? Good. Good. Said is right here. Well, there's another A. Let's see. I can't believe I forgot this one. It's in the title. Little. Little is a popcorn word, and it shows up twice, right? Am is a popcorn word. All right. And there's, I see one more. Look at this. He. There's he right there. See that? He. Now let's read it together. You guys ready? Little Jack Horner. That's the title. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner eating a Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I." I'm going to give you some time to read it yourself now. Ready? Go. Awesome, K3. Very good. What we're going to do right now is we're going to get on over and rock some calendar action. You guys ready? Actually, you know what? Why don't we sing the months of the year? We haven't heard the months of the year in a long time. Let's sing that song. I miss the months of the year. Sing this while I set up over here, okay?
January, February, March and April, May and June and July, August, September, October, November, December. January, February, March and April, May and June and July, August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. These are the months of the year. Fill them with joy and with cheer. The months of the year.
That looks upside down to me. Look upside down to you. How about that? There we go. Looking good. Let's And just like that, we are over here at our calendar. Let's sing our Days of the Week song. Me, 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 me. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And since we already got done with our months of the year song, we know that the month is, that's right, April. And April showers bring May flowers. Good. April showers bring May flowers. Today is Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Tomorrow will be Thursday. Very good. Let's start our counting. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So today is Wednesday, April 15th. All right? Now let's do our pattern. And remember, this is not a ball and it's not a circle. We're going to call it by its math name, sphere. Sphere, sphere, block. No, we're not going to call it a block. We're going to call it a cube. Sphere, sphere, cube, cone. Sphere, sphere, cube, cone. Sphere, sphere, cube, cone. Sphere, sphere, cube. Awesome. So we should have a cube here. Unless our pattern got all wonky on us. Ah, perfect. It is a cube because a cube is not flat like a square. It's more like the dice that we use at our own school, right? Good. Let me just pause it right here. And we are going to take a Go Noodle break. And then we're going to get back into a little daily 5. All right, everybody? Here we go. All right, everybody. We are back. Here we go. We're going to get a little Go Noodle action here. Ooh, this is an oldie but a goodie. I like this one a lot. Little moose-ka-cha.
A moose-ka-cha.
Moose-ka-cha.
A moose-cha,
a moose-cha, a moose-cha-cha-cha. Get up, get some wiggles out.
A moose-cha-cha. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Elbows back.
Elbows back.
A moose-cha, a moose-cha, a moose-cha-cha. A moose-cha, a moose-cha, a moose-cha-cha. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Elbows back.
Elbows back.
Feet apart.
Feet apart.
Knees together.
Knees together.
A moose-cha, a moose-cha, a moose-cha-cha. A moose-cha, a moose-cha, a moose-cha-cha. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Elbows back.
Elbows back.
Feet apart.
Feet apart.
Knees together.
Knees together.
Chest out.
Chest out.
Tail out.
Tail out.
A moose-cha, a moose-cha, a moose-cha-cha. A moose-cha, a moose-cha, a moose-cha-cha. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Elbows back.
Elbows back.
Feet apart.
Feet apart.
And knees together.
Knees together.
Chest out.
Chest out.
Tail out.
Tail out.
Calm down.
Thumbs up.
Elbows back.
Elbows back.
Feet apart.
Feet apart.
And knees together.
Knees together. chest out, tail out, tongue down. A rooster cha, a rooster cha cha. Love it, love it, love it. Very good. K3. We haven't done that one since like since back in September, October, right? It's been a while. Good. So what we're going to do, we'll get into my favorite time of the day. We're going to start our daily 5 right now. We'll start off with read to self. We're going to get started right away. We're going to read the whole time. We're going to stay in one spot and we're going to clean up quickly and quietly. I want you to go and set maybe an 8-minute time. Well, listen, 8's the minimum. If you only want to grow your brain a little bit, just read for 8 minutes. But if you think you can do more than 8 minutes, it's like 10 minutes of reading. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Who can get me 10 minutes of reading? Of course, you can read the books you have, or just hit pause right now. You can go to Raz Kids. You can do that reading too, okay? There are assignments that you have on Raz Kids, so make sure you're checking your Raz Kids account. All right, I'm going to get the book I'm reading right now. Well, you guys hit that pause button and start your reading. All right, see you in a bit, guys. All right, unpause it, unpause it. Let's check in. How many of you, give me your fingers, show me on your fingers. How many of you got started right away? How many of you stayed in one spot? How many of you read the whole time? How many of you cleaned up quickly and quietly? That's good. Now, what's going to happen if you do these things? It's like you get smarter. Your brains are going to grow. The harder you work, the smarter you're going to be. Wonderful. I'd like to real quick do a counting to 100 song before we move into listen to reading, because you've been sitting for about 10 minutes while you're reading, and now we're going to get up, get some movement on. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're going to go desktop. And then we're going to go here. Wow. Little mouth videos. There it is. There it is.
You ready to do the 100 dance?
Yes.
The 100 dance. Get on your feet.
Get on your feet.
Wave your hands in the air.
Wave your hands in the air.
Dance to the beat.
Dance to the beat.
Wiggle to the right.
Wiggle to the right.
And wiggle to the left.
And wiggle to the left.
The 100 dance. 100 dance. Is a dancer like the best. Dancer like the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. The 100 dance. Get on the feet.
Put your hands in the air. Dance to the beat.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35,
36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Wiggle to the right, and wiggle to the left. The 100 dance.
Cause it dance I like the best, dance I like the best.
41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. The 100 dance. Get on your feet, get on your feet. Wave your hands in the air, wave your hands in the air. Dance to the beat, dance to the beat. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69,
70,
71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. Wiggle to the right, and wiggle to the left. The 100 dance, 100 dance. If you dance, I like the best. Dance, I like the best. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. The 100 dance. Get on your feet, get on your feet, wave your hands in the air. Dance to the beat, wiggle to the right, wiggle to the right, and wiggle to the left, wiggle to the left. The 100 dance, 100 dance. If you dance, I like the best, dance, I like the best. The 100 dance, 100 dance. Get on your feet, get on the bed. 100 dance, 100 dance. Is a dance I like the best, dance I like the best.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. K3, we're going to get right into our listen to reading. We have been working on Knuffle Bunny all week. We have talked about the characters in Knuffle Bunny, Trixie and her mother and her father. We've talked about the setting where the story takes place and all the different places that Trixie and her mother and father went and ran through. And today, we're going to look how the author, Mo Willems, of Elephant and Piggy fame, handles something called details. And Mo Willems just doesn't say, Trixie went to the laundromat. He gives details. He tells us more so our story's interesting. So we're going to reread this, and I'm going to stop and talk about one of my favorite parts of this story because I love Mo Willems' use of details. He really helped me picture the story, even though he drew some awesome pictures. Here we go. Knuffle Bunny, a cautionary tale by Mo Willems. And you've already seen this before. But the family's getting ready, and there is Trixie and Knuffle Bunny. Not so long ago, before she could even speak words, Trixie went on an errand with her daddy. There they go. Trixie and her daddy went down the block, through the park, past the school, and into the laundromat. Now remember, that's a good setting, and Mo Willems made all of his settings in black and white. It's really smart of him. Oh, that Mo Willems. Trixie helped her daddy put the laundry into the machine. She even got to put the money into the machine. You guys ever had to do that at the laundromat? I remember doing that. Then they left. But a block or so later, Trixie realized something. And I know you all know what she realized, right? But this is the part I wanted to talk to you about. Watch the way Mo Willems uses details. Trixie turned to her daddy and said, "Haggle, flaggle, clabble." "That's right," replied her daddy. "We're going home." "Haggle, flaggle, clabble," said Trixie again. "Flaggle, plabble, whumpy, flabby." Snurp. Now, please don't get fussy, said her daddy. And here comes some awesome details. Fussy, don't cry. Well, she had no choice. Trixie bawled. And bawling is like crying really, really, really loud. If you're bawling, you're not just going, you're going like, ah! Like she's bawling. That is a great detail. He could have just said Trixie was sad. He could have just said Trixie cried. But no, he said Trixie bawled. Here's another great detail. She went boneless. Like she had no bones in her body. And I remember when Tucker and Sophia were having a temper tantrum, or, they were little, they just moved, they threw themselves on the ground and they went boneless. What a great detail, because it really helps me picture Trixie just doing everything she can to say, no, we can't leave because Nuffle Bunny's back there. Of course, she can't say that. She can't talk yet. She did everything she could to show how unhappy she was. Look at her. By the time they got home, her daddy was unhappy too. As soon as Trixie's mommy opened the door, she asked, where's Nuffle Bunny? Dun, dun, dun. And then the daddy realizes what happened. The whole family ran down the block, and they ran through the park. You see him? You see him? Look who's stuck into the book. They zoomed past the school. Again, this is a great detail. Mo Willems could have said they walked past the school, but they didn't walk. They zoomed past the school because they were in a hurry and into the laundromat. Trixie's daddy looked for Nuffle Bunny and looked and looked and looked. But Nuffle Bunny was nowhere to be found. Can't find it. So Trixie's daddy decided to look harder until Nuffle Bunny! And those were the first words Trixie ever said. And that is the end of the story. And actually, I have a suspicion, and this is it's kind of like a prediction. I kind of think that maybe this story is a personal narrative, and maybe something like this happened to Mo Willems with his daughter, because at the back of the book, there's a little dedication, and it says, this book is dedicated to the real Trixie and her mommy. See that? This book is dedicated to the real Trixie and her mommy, okay? So that makes me wonder if maybe, like you're writing personal narratives this week, little stories about a small thing that happened to you, just like Mo Willems might have written about a normal trip to the laundromat where something went horribly wrong, right? And he has his characters, and he has his setting, and he has his details, and he has a wonderful story. I think maybe he did a personal narrative, just like you guys did. All right, let's come on back before we get started for a little right to self, shall we? All right, K3, I hope you like that story. The more I read, it's funny. The more I read Knuckle Muddy, the more I appreciate it, the more I like it, because I notice new things and little things that Mo Willems has done with his pictures and with his stories. And that's a great example, I think, of a personal narrative, because I really think that he might have been the daddy in that story, and Trixie was his daughter. You can tell me what you think in the comments on YouTube below. Moving on, we have been working on for Right to Self, and if you want to hit the pause button right here, take a break, get some wiggles out before we come back, and we're going to do a little Right to Self time. We've been working a lot on our writing of a small moment, and this is a personal narrative, a story that you were in. So I'm going to go over the things that writing a small moment is. This is what writers do when they write about a small moment or a personal narrative. Writers think of something that happened to them, all right? Then they picture it in their minds, all right? So let me think. Okay, I could write about that. Then they sketch it on the paper. So first they think about an idea, then they draw it. Now, then they picture it in their minds. They make a picture in their minds, and they draw it as best as they can. Does it have to be a perfect picture? No, do your best, right? They write words on each page, and they add colors and details. So I want to talk today about adding details, just like Mo Willems did, right? So let's see. First, I need to think about a small moment. I need to think of some. Oh, I know. Yesterday, I was looking out my window. So I'm going to draw my window here. Okay. And outside of my window, there was this really funny little squirrel. And this squirrel was doing all kinds of, excuse me, doing all kinds of silly things. He started off and he was digging around, and then he ran up the tree and he started eating the nut that he found. So I'm going to have my squirrel here. And he'll have a big bushy tail. And there he is. Little squirrel, give him some whiskers. Okay? And, you know, let me start off. I better write my name. Mr. Travers. And I better put the date. April 15th. Okay, so I've got the squirrel. I've got the tree. And now let's see. I think I'm gonna write. I looked outside and saw a squirrel. I looked outside and saw a squirrel. And I'm not sure if I spelled squirrel right, so I better underline that. Hold on. Wait a second. You know what? I can do a lot better than this. It's just not, there's not enough details here. I need to go back and really think. Let me really think. What was it? Okay. Here's a better detail, right? What if I added on to this? Because I noticed that the squirrel was digging up nuts. Okay. So I looked outside and saw a squirrel digging up. I looked outside and saw a squirrel digging up nuts. Oh, I remember what happened. The next thing is Zorro saw him too and started barking and chased him up the tree. See, now that's a good detail. Zorro saw him too and started barking. He chased him up a tree. He chased him up a tree. 6 words, okay. He chased him up a tree. Let's read. Let me see. I looked outside and saw a squirrel digging up nuts. Wait, you know what? I'm gonna add a detail here. Watch this. This thing here is it's a little sign. People sometimes call it a carrot, but it's gonna say, I need to add a detail. I'm gonna tell you it was a gray squirrel. A gray squirrel. Now listen to my sentence. I looked outside and saw a gray squirrel digging up nuts. Ah, that's a much better. That's a good detail when I talked about the color of the squirrel. Zorro saw him too, wrong kind of two, and started barking. Now, you know what? He started barking loudly. So I'm going to put another carrot here, and I'm going to insert the word loudly here. Loudly. Because that sounds better, doesn't it? Zorro saw him too and started barking, or Zorro saw him too and started barking loudly. He chased him up a tree. Actually, you know, I'm going to add another detail here because I can talk about the tree. He chased him up a tall tree. Ah, now my story sounds so much better. I looked outside and saw a gray squirrel digging up nuts. Zorro saw him too and started barking loudly. He chased him up a tree, a tall tree. That's good. If I go back here and I check, writers think of something that happened to them. Did I do that? Yeah. They picture it in their minds. Yeah, I did that. They sketch it on paper, okay? They write words on each page. I definitely wrote some words. And they add colors and details. And today, I went back to my writing and I added details because I added that the squirrel was gray. I added that Zorro was barking loudly and that he chased him up a tall tree. All right? Awesome. K3. That was super, super great. Yeah, all right. K3, I love it. You know what? I think I'll probably do another YouTube video. I actually have to go right now. I'm going to do another YouTube video about our math in just a little bit. So tomorrow there'll be 2 YouTube videos, one for Daily 5 and one for math, okay? All right, guys, work hard. I'm proud of you. I want you to take about 10 minutes right now, and I want you to think about that small personal moment that you're going to write about now. And go tell somebody. Before we write, we should always talk to somebody about it. But hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in our math lesson.